Shalom, Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shah Brakatah. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who are the elders of Yasher Allah. And a sincere salutation to all you Akim, who are preaching this word and believing this word, and to the Akwath, who are believing this word, in all truth and in sincerity. Yahweh is the name of the one they ignorantly call God. Yahweh Shai is the name of the one they ignorantly call Jesus. Bahashem is in the name. Rokah is spirit. Kodash is holy. Akyam is brothers. Akwath is sisters. Shalom means peace. And Yasher Allah is Israel in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. I want to go into this through the spirit. This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 37. For with Yahweh Shema Shai, nothing shall be impossible. All right, now I want to go into a lesson on this through the spirit. Daring to believe. And not just believing that the Lord is, but that he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. That as we approach the time of prophecy, there's balance in it. When I say balance, I mean, as the Lord is bringing judgment, he's also bringing salvation. As the Lord is bringing correction through judgment, he's also rewarding his servants. I say that to say this, that even in the midst of all of the calamity, there's going to be a level of faith that's been touched, that's going to hit what is deemed as impossible. There's going to be things that happen in this world by the hands of the Lord's servants that are going to be deemed impossible. But that starts with faith. That starts with faith through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and that's why it says, with Yahweh Shema Shai, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible through the Lord. But we have to believe that, not just generally speaking, but on a personal level. All right, real quick, I want to get the words of the Lord. Matthew 19:26. But Yahweh Shai beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with Yahweh Shema Shai, all things are possible. Now, when you think about that, that should make your mind wonder, right? Especially those who believe in Yahweh Shema Shai in truth and in sincerity. All things are possible. In this life, we learn limitations. We learn that to limit the Lord ultimately, whether we do it knowingly or unknowingly, we put limitations on the Lord, on what the Lord can and can't do. And this is why most of our people don't even believe that we can be saved from this condition, because it seems impossible. But on a personal level, through the spirit, as Jacob's trouble comes, miracles are also going to come as well, man. And it's easy to focus on the judgment and to lose sight of the victory set before the servants of the Lord. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. And that's why Peter described it as a lively hope. You don't describe it as a lively hope if you think doom and gloom is going to be the only conclusion of the matter. There's a hope of salvation in that for you to even have hope in the first place. And then there's levels to it. Because again, we believe the words of the Lord, but do you believe all of them wholeheartedly? Not just the judgment. Because every brother, I say most brothers, if not all brothers, and when I say brothers, I'm talking about those who know that they're Israelites, not just brothers in Great Millstone, because we all fear the Lord, But there's another side, right? There's another side of joy in this. Of expecting of salvation and power, man. All right, real quick. This is John chapter 14 and verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. Now, when I think about the first verse, it says, we believe in Yahweh, believe in Yahweh Shai also. And when you think about Yahweh Shai's record, what was left concerning the record of Yahweh Shai, he did many miracles Miracles you can't even feel in one book. And he was also raised from the dead. Whether people receive that or not, these things happen. And he's an example. He's a living example, because our Lord is not dead. He's a living example of all things being possible with Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And we're supposed to take hold of that like-minded faith. We fear Yahweh Shema Shai. And that is why, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We move with caution concerning offending the Lord. But there's a thin line between fearing the Lord and fearing the circumstance of this world, man. Because fearing the circumstance is something you're innately taught when you're in this society. Remember the curses, the scriptures say that our life would hang in doubt. But now we've placed our trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. There is no reason to doubt, even though hope that is seen is not hope. Meaning we can't visibly see our salvation in front of us on an individual level, yet we believe through the Spirit. Now I want to grab this in John 14 as well. Because Yahweh Shai is left as an example, all right? His record is left as an example of all things being possible. And ultimate faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, now it's John chapter 14. And I'll start at verse 12. And you already know where I'm going. But I want you to envision this, right? I want you to think about, because you have to have faith on a personal level. Meaning when you read these things, not just the judgments, but also the salvation, you have to put yourself in a personal imagination concerning these things. Like imagining yourself in those conditions. Not just the worst, because that's what we always do. That's our default mindset. When the Lord talk about judgment and destruction, we automatically imagine ourselves in that condition. And that's healthy, all right? The fear of the Lord is healthy. Yet there's another side to it, right? The Lord talks about salvation. Do you imagine yourself in a position of salvation? Right. It's John chapter 14 and verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Do you believe that? That's a part of our walk. It's not just believing and having faith in judgment, but also having faith in salvation. That's coming too. As surely as the judgment is coming, salvation is coming as well. And that's why we have to have faith through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, that the Lord is able to do anything. You have to envision that. All things being possible under Yahweh Shema Shai. Nothing being impossible with the Lord, man. We have to continue to meditate upon these things on a personal level. That's where confidence comes from. It's not a confidence that you can do something, but it's a confidence that Yahweh Shema Shai can do all things, man. All right, Philippians chapter 1 and verse 5. For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And brothers talk about this often. We often think about the worst case scenario. And that's a product of having disappointments in the world. That's a product of the curses. Outside of us knowing this truth before we knew who we were used to disappointment and doubt. At this point, it's instinctual. So when we're washed with this word through the Spirit, we have to remember that we're still in the flesh, but there's still a hope that we should hold on to, a lively hope, a life-giving hope. It makes me think about when people got something to look forward to. You ever see somebody at the job that know they about to have like a week off? And they have this sentiment where it's like, you can just see it on them. They got something to look forward to. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We got something to look forward to, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We have something to look forward to. And I'll say this, to have this truth right here, right now, puts you in great case through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. of having something to look forward to. Matter of fact, let's get this. This is Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 11. And it reads, and think about the Lord talking to you. All right, since you love to think about the Lord talking to you when he say he's going to kill you, and that's healthy because it keeps us in line. But what about this part? All right, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. That's a part of our faith as well, man. Part of our faith is faith in salvation through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. And the Lord is not a liar, man. The Lord is not a con artist. The Lord is not a finesser. The Lord don't see your life's work, your effort to offend less, and decide he's just going to finesse you. Meaning if you're doing what's required of you through the Spirit to the best of your ability, there's a lively hope, man. When we were kids, we never asked our parents if we were going to eat. We asked them what we were going to eat. That goes from the richest Jakes to the poorest Jakes. Brothers that grew up in poor conditions or rich conditions. At a certain age, before you knew about the world, you just expected certain things. There wasn't even a thought in your mind that it wouldn't happen. How much more so as we come back to Yahweh Shema Shai? The scriptures talk about us coming back to the Lord as children. When we were children, when we were babes, little kids, we ain't asked our parents what we were going to eat. I mean, we ain't asked them if we were going to eat. We asked them what we were going to eat. And even as a child, you move through life with a certain level of faith. How much more so with Yahweh Shema Shai? We have an expected end. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. It's not all doom and gloom. And when you think about it, the judgment is really for the wicked. Now, we're not righteous. Lord willing, we be a part of that number according to our works per se. You know, our faith leads us to do certain things, and that's why our faith is seen by our works. However, the judgment that's coming on the earth is for the wicked. All right? Because at this point, the Lord is looking for sincere effort. That's who Yahweh Shai's blood covers, the elect. And the elect are going to have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. And that mercy is going to cover them. And the down payment of that mercy is this truth. So if you're able to put two and two together, you should have a lively hope through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, real quick. To land back, the righteousness is not of our works, of our efforts. It's Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. That should bring, the scriptures are the comforter. This truth is a comfort. And that's why it's a balance between the fear of the Lord and the confidence in the Lord. Because the scriptures, the truth didn't come to condemn us, but to comfort us that through everything that we see happening in the earth, the Lord is still going to save. And we have to walk with that level of confidence and that level of hope in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, so Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who are the elders of Yasha Allah, and a sincere salutation to all Yuakim, who are preaching this word and believing this word, and to the Akwath, who are believing this word in all truth and in sincerity. Shalom.